This section of the Devtrack product expert training will cover using events to manage subtasks and multiple owners for Devtrack issues. Topics covered under this section are concept of events, creating event templates and its properties, managing event workflow, event notification and escalation. Throughout the product lifecycle, a task moves from one state to another. During the transition, there are various activities that need to be performed when certain conditions are met. These activities and conditions for Devtrack tasks are easily managed using events. Through the use of events, each task can be assigned multiple owners. In addition, these events can also be treated as subtasks. For instance, for every task you create, you can automatically generate a set of events to be executed before you close that task. Events can also be configured to follow the task workflow. Events are part of the enterprise feature stack, and all event settings are configured through the Devtrack admin project under the Enterprise Edition features and development event section. From the general settings page, first enable the event support for the Devtrack project. Next, from the event template page, you can create new event templates or configure existing events. For each event template, user can define properties, manage event attachments, configure initial and close states, and define owner and user access control. To create a new event template, click on the new and enter event details. As I mentioned earlier, events can be configured to follow the task workflow. From the event workflow page, user can generate events either based on target state or based on transition. So let's select the event generation based on target state option and support event auto creation. Based on this selection, the respective tab is enabled. Since we have selected the event auto creation based on target state, the corresponding trigger states are loaded. Now, for the trigger states, let's select the events to be created from the Event Auto Creation tab. For each of the events selected for the trigger states, you can double-click the event and set the event creation to be mandatory or optional. Also, you can set specific rules for event generation. Just click on the setup and create a new condition with its specific properties. Based on certain event triggers, user can set option to create another event, change the issue status, and create new issues. So let's say I want to generate a task approved event, and this event will be generated when the documentation event state is in the finished state. So I select the event trigger for my documentation event and then select the task approved event and making it mandatory with confirmation. Next, I also want to create a new issue when the same event trigger is met. Hence, I select the option to create a new issue and define various properties for the new issue. Now, let's take a look on the Devtrack web as to how these events will be generated. When I change the task status from to be assigned to in progress, the respective event will be triggered. The event status and owner is selected based on the settings defined in admin. Now when I edit my documentation event state from to be done to finished, I get the option to create a new task, and a task approved event is also created. The field values are based on the admin event definition. All the events associated to a task are visible in the list view along with the newly created task as a result of the event trigger. Likewise, user can create multiple such events and tie them to the task workflow. Hence, a single task can contain multiple events with different owners assigned. Lastly, event notification and escalation is very similar to the task notification and escalation, but instead user can now select event templates as notification rules. For further details, please refer to demo video on issue notifications and escalations. This concludes the quick demonstration on how to track and manage Devtrack tasks using events. For more information, contact info@techexcel.com or call us at 800 439 7782. Thank you.